I'm David Kerr, Professor of Cancer Medicine at the University of Oxford. As I become, sadly, older, and I've become much more interested in the concept of cancer prevention than cancer treatment. Of course, I'm still a practicing cancer physician researcher. That's my daily bread and butter. But prevention is important. And there's a really interesting article in the Christmas edition of the BMJ. This is an opportunity for us to take good science, but light-hearted science, to titillate and amuse our Christmas readers. This is a nice article from the States, led by Joshua Wallach. Let me read its title. As I say, it brings together good science in a sometimes absurd setting. The association of health benefits and harms of Christmas dessert ingredients and recipes from the Great British Bake Off, an umbrella review of umbrella reviews of meta-analyses of observational studies. So obviously a very strong statistical underpinning from this group from predominantly Yale, a half-decent university, those of us from Oxford would have to admit. So what they did was, they used the Great British Bake Off website, Embase, Medline and Scopus. They looked at the whole host of umbrella reviews and so on. And what they were interested in looking at was the relative balance of dangerous and protective ingredients that were recommended in Christmas desserts in this immensely popular television show called The Great British Bake Off. Admit it, those of you who are listening just now have watched and seen it and enjoyed watching the trials and tribulations of the various contestants. What they did was they looked at 48 recipes for Christmas desserts, cakes, biscuits, pastries, puddings and conventional desserts, and of these there were 178 unique ingredients. Literature research then parsed whether these ingredients were good for you or bad for you. And it was very interesting that when they put the summary together, the umbrella review of umbrella reviews of meta-analyses compressed together, what's good news for us all, is that recipes for Christmas dessert, particularly from the Great British Bake Off, we should be enormously proud of this, tend on the whole to use ingredient groups that are associated with reductions rather than increases in the risk of disease. Hurrah! What that means is that clearly Christmas is a time in which those of us who can tend to overindulge in the food stuff. You know, the granddad falling asleep with a sort of full tummy and the sitting around the family in front of a hot fire on the sofa. All of us can remember and imagine all that. But perhaps the most important takeaway point from this, observationally, critically important study, is that yes, at Christmas time, enjoy the desserts. You can have your cake and eat it. You heard it here. It's philosophically true. It's statistically proven. You can have your cake and eat it. Listen, thanks for listening. I'd be very interested in your own recipes for health, whether we think that the American Thanksgiving desserts correlate with British Christmas desserts in some way that are beneficial to health. Thanks for listening. Have a look at this article, cleverly, wittily written. As always, Medscapers, very interested in what you may have to comment or to say. But for the time being, thanks for listening. Over and out.